Uh-oh. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how you
Sorry,
doing?
one second.
I did not try to press that button.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Kay.
No problem.
Oh, let me get down over here. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Let me get one second. Let me drop myself down. Hold on. I'm doing it. Let me see. Here we go.
I'm trying to figure it out too. It's funny. I'm just chilling. I actually usually don't even go live till 11. Hi, Daisy. Hi. Hi, Dave. Hi, Star. How's it going? I usually go live at 11, so I'm just trying it a little bit earlier just to see if there's a difference. I'm like traffic. I know some people expect me at 11:30, but I'm like, it's so late. I be tired when I get off. I'm like, I don't know. So I got on a little earlier today. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody passing and going and wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. Hello. Hi, Jocelyn. Hey, do you be going live? Thank you for your daily heart me. I think I seen you live one time, but I was just like kind of passing, like passing through. How was yesterday's battle? I know it was probably crazy. Hi, Starlight. You said you do? Oh, okay. What's your schedule then? Let me write it down. Let me write it down. Keep my notepad. Hey, Jay. Thank you. Yes, girl. I appreciate that. Like, look. I wish I had hair like this. My hair is really actually this color, but girl, this a wig, okay? Thank you. You say it was crazy yesterday. Oh wow, was y'all fighting somebody big? I did want to talk to him about those agencies. I learned so much about them. I was on a live earlier. I'm always like hopping and get my notes. Girl, them agencies. They in my inbox like crazy. Thank you, I appreciate that. If you're in here and you know you're gonna hang out, can you please do me a favor, grab your Daily Harmony? Even if you're not gonna hang out, I appreciate it. Like I said, it just keeps pushing me out to the FRP. It gives you your engagement points. It's a win-win. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for the follow, Rhonda. I'm gonna get you back, girl. But yes, I have not battled yet. I am gonna schedule one. I finally did my little subby stickers. Girl, I got my first 2 subs yesterday. We was talking about spirituality and God and the balance. It was lit. It was lit. Yeah, yesterday gave what it needs to get. And so I was like, okay, I'm really just trying to see what the difference in the traffic is between my 9 o'clock audience and the 11:30 audience, because I feel like during out the week, hi girlfriend, that's my baby, y'all. So I feel like throughout the week, because people got work the next day, they be sleep on me. Thank you for the follow, Jay. It says you had me a guy. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I talk about him very candidly in this room. Very candidly, very openly. Like I said, I'm not the traditional westernized Christian, but I am very deep rooted in my faith. So I'm non-denominational, in case anybody was wondering. And yeah, but my faith is strong. I believe in the higher power, the source, the Almighty. Yes. I believe in the Holy Trinity. Hi, Bluntsman. I feel like that is a Caribbean title name. How you doing? So keep going. We went to church last Sunday. Oh, my love. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, my friend T was just telling me she had a good time at hers too. Shoot, the last time I actually been, the pastor, she was going in, like in the best way. I had went up and I had prayed for a purpose. And, you know, she laid her hands over me, and when I was walking away, she called me back, and she was like, come here, young lady. And I was like, yes, you know, I'm nervous, like what she about to say. And then she was like, have you ever been to school? And I was like, yes. She was like, the Lord is telling me to tell you that he's going to make a way for you to be able to go back. And I'm like, there's no way she could have known that. I didn't talk to her about that. I didn't tell her. But yes, I have been planning and plotting on going back. I want to go and get my cybersecurity degree. So, you know, for her to call that out specifically and say that, I was like, yeah, I know it's a message for me, for real. And then she was like, he's gonna bless you with everything you need. She's like, all the finances that you want to have to build the platforms that you want to have. She's like, he's gonna bless you with that. And I'm like, how does she even know? I prayed for a purpose. How did she know about the financial thing? I didn't come in there looking like somebody, you know, who was going through it, somebody who was trying to figure it out with a new baby. I didn't come in there looking like that. So I'm like, that's how you know when people tapped in. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Yeah, I want to go to U of M. They got a program that I'm very interested in. And just how the culture is going with digital. I feel like if it's not one of those in demands or what they call like evergreen type of jobs, how you got evergreen niches, you have evergreen jobs, which are like never going out of style. So that would be like your health, your tech, you know, I want to say law. I was in law before I got pregnant, but now I'm like, even with how they moving, law could kind of be edged out with AI too. Thank you for asking. So my wrist, I just wrapped this up because from lifting my baby so much and not like working out like I used to, my wrist is starting to give out. But my finger is the thing that's actually damaged. So it got cut through the knuckle. The other day I was washing dishes, and the way I grabbed the glass like this, the inner part of the glass fell out, and then my hand cut this side of the glass, like it went through it. So yeah, girl, I was in the hospital for like 5 hours yesterday waiting for them to sew me up. It was crazy. Oh, that's what's up. Congrats Congrats, Jay. That's what's up. What are you going to school for? I think anybody who can go to school and make it all the way through, look, you're destined to do great things, okay? Even if you don't do nothing with that degree, okay? Because you have discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to focus, study, pass all the tests, you know, do all the things, be in your books. It takes a lot of discipline to get through school. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Hey, look, it's going to be okay. I done wrapped this thing up and moved on. I'm like, I'm ready for a deal. I was trying to take my shower today, and I had to put this, you know, the little dishes gloves that you put on to like scrub stuff. I had to put it on and then tape it so that my stitches don't get wet. But I'm roughly thinking about maybe 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, and this thing should be healed up. It was pretty deep, so. Cardiac sonography. I have a heart condition, so it's an. See, I want to say I'm actually like sorry to hear that, but I feel in my heart that you gonna make it through. So at the same time, it's like, yes, it's not pleasant to hear at all, and I hate anything that you have to go through on that journey of enduring your heart condition. But I do wish you the best, and I do feel like you have definitely found purpose. When you feel passionate about something and it's on your spirit and it's heavy on you, and you like, okay, I know I can help other people go through this because I have experienced it firsthand, yeah, then that definitely would be a calling. Hi, Jessica Tad. Hi, Jessica Tad. And I said, what better inspiration than to actually go through something and say, hey, I can help walk you through this. Said, yeah, I was born with all my organs on the opposite side. I cannot even imagine. But I'm proud of you for sharing your story so openly and being willing to share that. So yes, girl, as I say, you just never know what people is going through. Like, even for myself, I always say, like, be kind. Now, I've come a long way. There was once upon a time where I was very hot-headed, and I did not always put the foot on the other shoe. So I looked at things very one-sidedly, but life humbled me. God did his big one. He had to knock me down a few times for me to, you know, be able to respect a struggle. And so I definitely see things very objectively now. I'm not quick to judge, and I'm very, very, very just in tune with myself and like my emotional side. I used to be like, dang, like, why am I such a crybaby? But I'm like, I'm not a crybaby. God put me here to be empathetic, to be able to feel things deeply, and that's actually a blessing, because it means you can actually connect with people, you know. So it's actually really a blessing. But girl, you gonna make it. You're gonna make it, and you're gonna be great, and you're gonna be amazing at the things that you want to do, and you're gonna be able to help people and give them encouragement that they need in the moment that they need it. You're gonna be blessed with all the right words to say to them, to walk them and get them through the other side of their journey. So girl, that's amazing. See, I'm emotional too, very empathetic, so I'm gonna it's a blessing. I knew that I had been called a while back. I had been in so many spaces, you know, between radio, between, like I said, motivational speaking. And so it's not ever words that I had to practice. It was like literally I could be standing in front of a room of a bunch of kids and it just be like, okay, this is what they need to hear right now. So I know that that's a gift. God just moves through you when you meant to do something. You be worried about the how. Thank you, dearest, for the roses. I appreciate that. Dearest Jess, thank you. Yeah, when you are called to do something, he gives you the vision. He gives you the plan. and he clears the path for you to go full-heartedly and openly. He clears the path. And so that's what I said. I don't be worried about the how no more like I used to. Because I'm like, God has always handled the how. I just had to show up and be ready when it was time. So I'm like, it's amazing. Thank you for the follow, David. Like I say, anybody that follow me, I always get y'all back as soon as I go off the live. As long as y'all real people. Look, I check everybody's page. I show love. Because we all got real lives. So, you got to schedule out time to show love back. But I do it right after my lives as I'm laying down before I go to bed. And then I charge my phone. I put it away so that I can't hear it, can't see it. And so I can sleep in peace. Because TikTok will have you up in your mind and in your feelings if you're not careful. Like, oh, I'm not doing enough. Oh, I'm not showing enough love. Oh, I'm not, making enough rounds around this app. But it's millions of people on here. And imagine trying to connect with 5,000, which is currently where I'm at. But it's like anything above that, and it can already feel overwhelming. Now I'm like, imagine anything else. I'd be like, oof. But somehow I do it. I make my rounds, and look, we here. I really like that name, Auntie. I really like that name. Hold on, y'all. Let me check something because I feel like. Okay. I seen that M. I'm like, is that my mama? My mama be popping in sometimes, which I appreciate. Sometimes she'll come and just watch my live, and she won't say nothing. I'm like, how are you a ghost in my life? How? Something else. But yeah, so I want to know. You said, how do you like being a mom? That's a great question. Well, do you have any kids? But yeah, at first I was torn. I was torn because I was immediately shown all the parts about me that were not fully healed when I had my daughter, both in my relationship and just with me. So as you going through a healing journey, you doing everything mentally and physically to just make yourself feel elevated and feel better. But then certain things surface or situations come up, and you'll realize like, oh, I'm triggered. And it's like, oh, maybe I'm not healed in this department. So while I do love being a mom, it has showed me a lot of areas that I need to develop in. Say, I don't have any children, can't carry. I understand that. I have a godson, he's perfect. That's what's up. See, sometimes, like I said, the Lord put people in our lives to fill in those spaces that He would cheer us up, or He would bring us that light. So I'm glad that you do have your godson. Thank you, I Thomas, for the daily heart me. Thank you. Yeah. It's a joy. It's a challenge. I used to say like, oh, my child would never do this, and my baby is only 10 months, but I used to be like, oh, she would never do this, she would never do that. And then my baby got here, and I was humbled. So all that, my baby would never this and that, went right out the door. Thank you, Thomas. You say, yeah, I love him so much. I have been blessed to have not only my child, but I have God babies. I have more God babies than I could have prayed for. Yes. My high school best friend had 2 children. He had 1 child before. Thank you, Asia, for the roses. Welcome. Hey, friend, please can you check the sub stickers and see if those new ones I uploaded are there yet? They might still be under review, but just check for me, please. Thank you for the roses, Asia. But yeah, his first son unfortunately passed away from health complications, so he was born a preemie. And I think that had like shaped all of our world. So when he had his next baby and he had a girl, like we were so happy for him, but we were nervous because we know the health history. But I think we prayed over that baby like warriors, because we just didn't want to see him go through that twice, you know. So luckily the baby girl was fine, and then 2 years later he got another son. So I could tell like he was super overjoyed because he always wanted a son. So to lose his first one was like devastating. Okay, so they still under review. Thank you, Asia. Thank you for the Go Populars. But yeah, like I said, God know who to put in your space for different reasons. Some things you need to learn. You know, we all know about them bad exes. You know, he placed them strategically so you can learn what you deserve and what not to tolerate. You know, how to release people who are toxic for you. I feel when I got older, I was like, that's what exes are about. Your toxic exes. You're supposed to learn how to release people even when you love them, if they're not treating you good. So I used to be upset though, like, why do I keep finding these jokers? Like, what's happening? But then time went on and it was like, okay, God, I get it. Because once upon a time, I would have settled for that. So, yeah, he pushed me to a place where I had to love myself. And I had to stop letting just any and everybody get access to me. So I love God because he builds you up. When you think that you're being torn down, he really making you stronger. You say, obviously, I wasn't. Thank you, Asia. Said, obviously, I wasn't learning my lessons, so I don't even date anymore. I said, God, forgive. Girl. And that's okay. That's okay because, truthfully, you'll know when you're ready. And you'll know when it feels right. And that may feel scary. Because when I met the guy that I'm with now, and we have been through like ups and downs. I'm not saying perfectionism. Nobody is perfect. But I am saying when you meet that person, because I don't know, you know, what scale you on, but when you meet that person and you can get that 80-20, like 80% good, 20%, you like, well, that ain't my favorite. Girl. And if you can get 90, because we ain't gonna never find 100. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's always gonna be something because everybody got their thing, you know. Nobody's perfect. But if you could find that 80-90 range, you gonna know that's the one. Said November will be 3 years since I've been fully by myself. That's a blessing. I'm not even gonna hold you. The ability to be able to separate yourself from needing to be under somebody, that is powerful. You get a chance to love on yourself. You get a chance to have solace. You get a chance for clarity. You get a chance to learn what you love, you know, just how you like things. So 3 years to be able to do that, you're going through a period of restoration, not just reservation. So that's really, really beautiful to be able to get to that place. I love that for you. I love that for you. I have been blessed. It came my time to be loved properly, and he came when I thought I was the least desirable. I was going through things. I just couldn't get myself together. No matter how many times I tried to get on my feet, it just felt like it wasn't coming. And the Lord gave me my current fiance, and I was like, dang, Lord, like I just don't know why this man loved me. Like, why is he showing me so much love? I'm like, I don't have nothing going on right now. Like, I'm in the darkest I can be in. But that man saw me and was like, you could be great. He was like, I see it. Come on with me. And look, we've been rocking ever since. We've been rocking ever since. Oh, thank you, Jose. You found me. God bless you, Jose. Yes, Thomas. Yes, yes, definitely. But it was crazy is I had prayed for him, but I had prayed a different prayer. I said, Lord, please, make this man whole. Let him come whole. Let him come healed. Let him come with respect. Let him come with loyalty. Let him come ready to commit. Let him come ready to understand. Let him come ready to learn. Let him come ready to truly love. Let him come with a mental depth capable to move me even in the times that I do not desire to be physical. I'm like, Lord, please allow him to come as a true partner who can do intimacy that doesn't just involve the bedroom. Please let him come romantic. Please let him come ready to receive the love that I'm capable of, but also don't let him get here until I'm ready to truly receive him. So I'm like the same way that man prayed for me. I definitely prayed for him. I just didn't know that when he came that I was ready. I felt like I wasn't ready because of the physical things that I didn't have. And the Lord said no, because of the way that you love and because of your spirit and your mind, that's why you're ready for him. Hi, Tim. I'll say, how long have we been together? Going on 8 years, so this year makes 7. And let me say, I just want to make sure I didn't. God bless me with a good woman. Yes, yes. We could pray, Thomas. It do not have to be publicly. If you would like to, I will do a live just for you, and we can pray. We could write it all out, and then we could pray about it. And we could definitely manifest you a good woman. Like I said, and we'll pray it to be in God's time and God's will. And thank you, Jay. Say congratulations, may you be truly blessed. I love. Thank you. Look, I appreciate that. Definitely got to work on stuff. Yes, I agree. And I think that's a big thing. Some people get into relationships, and it's just true. They are not ready to receive the love from the other individual. So people will get into relationships, wonder why they can't keep it, or wonder why it's so chaotic. And then when they get into something that they're not really ready for, they all over the place, frantic, and the person that's loving on them is peaceful. And now they're trying to create problems in the relationship. Oh, it's too peaceful over here. I gotta store up something. If you don't leave that person alone, or hurry up and mature, so that way you can enjoy this relationship and have a good one, have a prosperous one. I'm like, I never understood running into somebody's arms and then about to disrupt all their peace, about to drain all their good loving because you're not ready. That is insane. It's like, why did you do that to that person? And then it happens so much that those individuals who were loving that way, they'll go into a place of shutting down and say, well, I gave good love and I was ready and I gave this out, but this person not only didn't return it, but they used and abused it. And it's like, it's happening too often. It's happening too often to people who are ready to love. So I definitely say, come whole. Come whole, come healed if you can. Do not waste other people's time stealing all their peace. Because now you done wasted their time and yours. Just for it to fall apart. So I've been praying for a long time for women with your available. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. I am taken. I appreciate your kind words. But I am. But thank you. Thank you, Asia. Thank you for liking the live. Y'all, when I first heard this little pop bop, I was like, okay, she did her big on with this. I really like this. Thank you for the follow, YS. Thank you, Asia. I was trying to think how deep I was going to dive today. on my computer and I was putting my topics together, but then we got into relationships and love, and I'm like, you know what, we can park here. I like this topic. Tim said, I was married before my wife passed away at 12. We was married for 35 years. I'm praying. I'm actually really sorry to hear that, Tim. I cannot fathom the loss of a partner that you truly loved, a partner that you committed to under God. I do have friends like myself, but I'm gonna tell you something, Tim. My friends who are like me are happily married. And it's because we are so like-minded. We do value peace. We do care about our partners. We do value thriving relationships. So they get scooped up very quickly. Thank you. And like I said, and what you said about your wife didn't go unnoticed. Continue to pray. If that's what you want. If what you want is love in this lifetime once more, to experience it in the way that you had it with your wife before, then yes, keep praying. Don't give up. Like I said, there are billions of people on this earth, and it may take time. God may be working on her. Maybe you're ready for her, but she's not ready for you. So, as I said, just don't give up, because we can't see what's in his hand for us, but that don't mean that he don't have it for us. Absolutely, Tim. Just keep on praying. Like I said, it comes eventually. Even, like I said, he may not come when we want it, but it'll be there right on time. And I really do believe that. Because in the times that I thought I was supposed to have somebody, I didn't. And when I least thought I should have somebody, that's when he came. So, but it's God's timing. How did you guys meet? Tell God I don't want to go outside and meet my I prefer you meet him outside in person, so that way you can actually connect and feel the butterflies and all those initial feelings, because I met my guy online. At the time I had a what do you call it? I had a Plenty of Fish. And girl, I was on that site, and I was looking for friends, and I was not looking for him. I tell everybody, I was like, he wasn't my type physically. So when I say that, I don't mean that he's not handsome. I have a gorgeous husband. What I'm saying is that what I thought I was into, I had no idea. When he came across my path and we met in person, girl, I loved everything about him. He put his phone on the table where I could, really see his face, so I could see the phone. And, I watched, because I'm like, is this guy a player or whatever? But his phone rang twice. And both times was his mama, girl. Both times. And so I was like, oh, this is a mama's boy. I didn't know to what extent, but I was like, at least it's not everybody's boy, It said, I like being in the house. Can he knock on my door? He can. He might can knock on your door, girl. It could be the mailman. You never know. It could be the Amazon driver. You never know. God has done very strange miracles in this life, okay, that I haven't always understood. And sometimes they didn't make the most sense to me. But wasn't for me to understand. Look, if it's his plan, if it's his will, we don't always have to understand it. He said, there's one out there. I'm just waiting for God to send that special one. Yes, for sure. For sure. And the one that God sends will be the special one. Because that will be the one that's not going to want to leave you. That's going to be the one that's going to want to be by your side. And that's going to understand what you've been through, your walk. When you tell them your story, that's going to make them love you more. That's not going to make them run away. So, yeah, when God sends you one, it's going to be your special one. That's how I knew my man was for me. Because no matter what, like, he was a root. he was like unmovable. He's like, I love you. I want to be with you. Like, we can go through a million things. That's cool. As long as you say you want to be with me and you're willing to work with me, I'm going to be here. You want somebody who is going to be a root in your life. You don't want one foot in the door, one foot out type of people. Those are dime a dozen. You can get those anywhere. So I agree. God is mysterious and he's a little funny too. Yes, God got a sense of humor. He is very funny. Say, I met mine at Amazon when I worked there. See? You just never know. You never know. Like I said, I met mine online and I was skeptical. And our first date was, I think when he took me, I think we was in like the alley. I don't know if you ever, Asia, I know you in Michigan with me. You ever heard of Z Park? Girl, I was so scared. I had never been down there. I was pretty sheltered. I had never been down there. I hadn't driven no car. I was 24 years old. I didn't have no license or none of that. I was still riding my bike to work, okay, when this man met me. So I didn't have no L's or nothing, all right? When I say he elevated my life, he taught me how to drive. I didn't have no confidence in terms of like being behind the wheel. I was terrified. I had agoraphobia, which is the fear of open spaces, right? He helped me get over that. Anything I wanted to pursue, push me. Was like, you want to sing? All right, I'm gonna find some gigs for you to go sing at. You gonna get on that stage. Whatever you want to do. You want to get on the mic again? You want to get back to motivational speaking? Okay. I'm gonna find you somewhere to motivational speak. This man, y'all. This man. Let me see. Let me go back because I know I just be talking. So the fact I thought my ex was my husband with 3 kids and 3 baby mamas. I'm glad God clocked my head with his shoe because I was tripping. Girl, he was tripping with both feet. No, I never heard of that. It said that's a good man, Savannah. Absolutely, absolutely. Girl, I'm glad you got up out of that one. Now look, I'm not gonna say that people with children don't make good partners, because that's not true. He had a 3-year-old baby when I met him, and I don't really want to get into much the tea of that situation that he had with his previous mother, his child, but it was not a situation that was sustainable for them to have a long relationship. And so when we met, I wasn't never skeptical about him having a baby. I was just more so afraid because I'm like, I've never been a mother. And he was like, well, basically, like, I don't need you to be his mom. I need you to be a support partner. He has a mother. You know what I'm saying? Just be there for him. Just love him. Just look out for him. You know what I'm saying? Just care for him. He was like, that's it. He's like, he has a mom. Just be a support. And so when he presented it to me like that, I was like, oh, okay. Like, that makes sense, and then over time, like I said, we all good now, me and his other baby mama, like, we have a relationship, we cool. Like, I've been to her birthday party a few times. Like, I go to the cookouts, the birthday parties, the holidays. So, yeah. I ain't saying we're best of friends, but I'm saying we get along for the sake of community. We get along for the sake of blending the families. Me and him do have a child together now. And that's his child's, sister. So, yeah. It's like, we doing what it takes for the family to thrive. You said 1 child with 1 woman, 3 sisters. So how many mothers were there? Because there was 3 children, but that don't mean it was 3 moms. So put me hip to that. Yes, this is coffee, y'all. I love me some Starbucks, child. I'm addicted. Everybody got their vices. Mine is this coffee. 3, thank you, Asia. It said 3 children, 3 mamas. Oh, no. Yeah, no. And look, I'm saying no because of this. Me personally, I can't say this. When I was 24, I wouldn't have known all the things that I know today, right? But me at my big age, in my 30s, absolutely not. Because I would have been looking at a few things. First, I would have been looking at how did we get here to 3 different moms. So in every single relationship, as soon as you feel like it's getting, good without commitment, you just dropping off babies. That would have been my first thought. My second thought would have been, so what's gonna happen when me and you get together? If obviously, I know the situation, but if in the event you could have gave him children, it probably would have been the same thing. And now you have to think about what is coming with those other women that he's tied to. It's like, okay, 1, you can keep track of that, but 3 exes that's always on your phone, that's blowing you up. How are you handling these responsibilities? That's 3 different kids. How are they? Are they taking advantage of the court system and bleeding him dry? Are they robbing him now that, you know what I'm saying, those situations are no longer together? So I know that it can get really hostile really quick. I know that it can get, just really volatile, really chaotic. And I just personally would not want to be in the middle of none of that. None of that. So say after 8 years, how do you keep the spark going? That's a great question, Asia. I'm gonna jump into that. Give me 1 second. Say, then gon' tell me. Thank you, J9. I see you. I see you pushing up populars. I see you with the likes. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that live. Say, then gon' tell me he want another one. With who, sir? With who? Exactly. You have them like that. Some men intentionally keep planting seeds because it's about ego. It's not about love. It's about how many women can I mentally conquer. Every time I have a child with them, it proves to society, for whatever messed up thing he got going on in his mind, that he slept with those women. So some men wear many baby mamas as a badge of honor, and it's actually pretty sickening because you're not considering whether the fact you can take care of them. You're looking at a count and a number to tell the world that you hit it. It's sick. It's sick. And there are many men out here like that, very much divide and conquer. There was a series on Netflix that this guy got addicted to having his seeds out there, where he was literally doing the artificial insemination, but it wasn't artificial insemination. He was literally having sex with, I don't know if I can say that on here, I don't want to get flagged, but he, having sexy time with these women. And he was sending them emails and getting paid thousands of dollars going all across the nation to give people babies. So then in these smaller communities, it ended up where the people were basically breeding with their brothers and sisters because this man had done that so much. We're talking in the hundreds and thousands. This man got hundreds and thousands of kids out there in one space. And so imagine the men that's doing it, whether on a smaller scale or not, just for the sake of ego, just for the sake of domination. Girl, it's sick. It's sick. And so I asked him why didn't he make it work with at least the last one. No direct answer, because there is one. Thank you for sharing that live, J9. Like I said, I'm just scrolling down slowly. And making sure I cover everybody, and then I'm gonna go back up to that question, Asia. It said, why did he make it work? And yeah, it would never be a direct answer because he's playing. And when you're playing games, you can't give a direct answer. That's very much, I'm gonna spin you as long as you allow yourself to be spent. And I feel like in that situation, Jay, that's what he was doing. Hey T, I see you sharing that live. Thank you, friend. Thank you. And welcome to the garden. Yes, they say it depends on the situation. Listen. So that's crazy. What? Yeah. It's on Netflix, y'all. You'll see it. It's a Caucasian male, and he got addicted to planting his seeds in women, and they wanted to do it the natural way. They didn't want to do artificial insemination, and he was laying down with these women from all over the world. And it got bad. He made a YouTube channel and started talking about like his kids, and how he was just trying to help a family who couldn't conceive the natural way. So he really, and I hate to say it, but he really targeted heavily the single mother community who wasn't like married, but they wanted more kids, or maybe it didn't work out with their husband and things like that. Thank you, T. And he was also targeting the LGBT community, because he knew that they had to procreate, in using different methods. So I was like, that is tragic. Like, he really took advantage of those people. I'm gonna walk back. I'm going back now, Asia. You said, how do you keep the spark alive? How do you keep the spark alive? That's a really great question. Oh, no, you didn't miss nothing. We literally are just talking about relationships, God, praying, all the things. And so Asia was asking, he said, I'm mad my phone keep freezing, service bad in here. Where you at, Asia? Where, oh, everybody, just tell me where you watching from. Is it your couch? Is it work? Where you watching from? Hi, Toya. I said, are you here early? Yes, I'm here early. I'm just testing the engagement versus the time that I normally get on here. So, thank you, y'all. I didn't even realize that we was at 11.2K taps. Thank you for tapping that screen. I appreciate everything you do in this room. So, honey, watching from the kids' room. Okay, I feel you. My kitchen in California. Go, Cali. Go, Cali. That's what's up. That's what's up. We in the kitchen with it. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Thank you for liking that live, Jay. So, yes, how do you keep the romance alive? All right. That's a really great question, and I'm actually working through it in my mind because I don't want to tell you a lie. Okay, so thank you for sending those poppers, Toya. I appreciate you. If you know those, push me straight out to the FYP. Thank you so much. So for me, I can speak from my experience only, right? We keep being kind to each other. I don't know if y'all ever saw that Steve Harvey thing. They said, how does you last 49, 50 plus years? It was like, be kind, baby. And it's so true. Be kind, be intentional. And I'm gonna get layered with it. So when I say be kind, you know how sometimes you can get very comfortable. Think of it, your sibling that you're so comfortable with that when you talk to them with an attitude. And your sibling was like, hey, did you go and grab the bag of chips that I asked you for earlier? And then your sibling's like, nah, like. Now imagine doing that in a relationship. It doesn't work, right? And so how you say things, always being considerate of your other person. Don't ever get so locked in the years and so complacent. You have to literally treat your relationship like it's an ongoing thing that you plant. Like I said, this is a garden. Treat your relationship like a plant. And if you don't water it, that plant is gonna die. You ever seen where people like, oh, I'm just bored now? Okay, you're bored, but what did you do to try to wake up that fire and desire in that person? Did you go back to the drawing board? What have your actions been lately? Are you just coming in the house, throwing your stuff down, taking your shower and laying down, even if you are tired? Hey, baby, I'm tired. Little kiss on the forehead. I love you. I'm about to go take a nap. It's the kindness in the relationship that keeps it going. When you start treating somebody like a doormat, like you don't even see them, you getting complacent and you just walking in and not considering them, it's like, dang, you would be wondering what happened to the love. Baby, you stopped giving it. Talking about what happened. And then what's crazier is I see this all the time. They say that's one reason I left mine. It stopped showing love, Toya. Oh, girl, you know I switched them up. I switched them up with the bad hand. One thing about it, they ain't stopping no party, okay? I said, look, one thing I'm gonna do is these nails. Thank you, T. Yes, thank you for sharing that live. My hand is good, T. Better than it was yesterday. Yesterday, my wrist was on fire, and this was definitely on fire because the lady shot me through my hand a bunch of times to numb it. But before we got numb, we went through excruciating pain. But day 2, I'm optimistic. I've been praying over it. It don't feel as bad as yesterday, so we good. Thank you for asking. It says easy to get comfortable, especially with kids. Yes, there's another thing. When you have kids, I notice a lot, even in the beginning of my relationship, I was like, whoa, I really felt the friction. I felt the friction between us. And the reason why is, one, I was going through the motions of becoming a new mother. When you're going through the motions of becoming a parent, that father is going through things in his mind because he's considering the fact that, okay, there's going to be a period where she cannot work if she was working. I was working before I got pregnant. And now, I may have to step up and do A, B, C, and D while taking care of the kid. I got to keep the bills on track. If she has any emergencies, that baby have any emergencies, I got to pay for that. So now he's going into fight or flight mode, but it's about being the provider. You're going into fight or flight mode because you're thinking about your baby. You're thinking about the life transition. You're thinking about your hormones and all the physical changes, and then adapting and trying to be a good mom. So you're going through a million things before that baby ever even gets here. And the dad is too, just in a different way. Okay, now he's like, based on what type of kid it is, he's like, dang, I'm gonna be at work, I can't be there for my kid the way I want to. And so everybody's going through something, but remembering that you love each other, remembering how this baby got made in the first place, remembering your why, that you've been with this person so long before you had them kids, you gotta let that be the glue that keeps y'all together, that keeps y'all going, even when it's hard. Like, yes, I didn't want to wake up to my baby crying 4, 5, 6 times in the morning, screaming and hollering, but I got up and I did it anyway. You know why? Because I know he had to get up and go to work that next morning. So as a partner, no matter what I'm going through, no matter how hard I'm tired, yes, I just had that baby, but that man go out into that world every day and he deal with things that I probably can't even imagine, okay, at work. He got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's trying to carry me, this family, work, his mental health, and everything that he does not say out loud because of the conditioning that men go through. So me being his partner, I have to not only embody those things, I have to understand those things, and I have to do everything I do with love and understanding. And it is easy? No, it's definitely difficult because I'm human just as he is, and we're both equally tired. But if your partner cannot give 60 that day, you got to show up with that other 40, or you got to show up with that 60, okay, when he can only give 40, and vice versa. You got to meet your partner halfway. That is just how it works. It's the only way it's gonna last. Thank you for your heart, me, Imani. Doing it anyway, yes. Be back going on my other account for sure, Toya. I said, I'm 7 years in and we struggling, 2 kids in. CT, we gonna get on that. We gonna get on that. Let's say, hold on. So we both have been a stay-at-home parent for different reasons. Yes, it's been a roller coaster, but God, yes. Lean on God. Lean on Him every time, because when you're going through things that you feel like you can't talk to other people about, or maybe you just simply don't want to, maybe things are personal and you just like, the only person that's gonna not only hear me but understand my heart in its entirety, that's going to be God. God knows your heart, and he knows your mind, he knows everything that you're going through before you ever bring it to him. But closed mouths don't get fed, right? So you have to bring it to him. Thank you, Imani. Thank you for the Go Populars. He said we have no choice but to trust God. Absolutely. Look, mustard seed faith. That's all it takes. Mustard seed. That's like this small. A mustard seed. This small. That's all he asks you for. That's all he asks you for. And like I know that he literally makes us go through the hard things so we come out stronger on the other side. I've seen it with myself. There were times I just thought that I was not gonna make it. I'm like, Lord, why would I have to lose my job? You know, why? I was on the top of the world. Like, why did I have to get sick, Lord? Like, why me? Why? And the Lord is over there like, did you see what happened to my son? You over there talking about why me? My son saved billions of lives because I asked him to. And you think you don't have to go through a couple hard times in your life? After my son got sacrificed to save you? You better humble yourself. You better humble yourself. You better be grateful that you're breathing and that you have another chance every day to be a better person, that you have another chance every day to change your situation, that you have another chance to praise and be grateful. The Lord be like, you better humble yourself, thinking that you don't have to go through nothing, that you don't have to survive nothing. So are we in here? We woke. Thank you for the donut. Thank you, Toya. Oh, 2.0. I see it. That's the second page. Toya 2.0. I like the name. That's what's up. Thank you for liking that live, y'all. Thank y'all. We in here. We have 14K taps. Yes. It was something I wanted to walk back to. I think it was with my friend T. Let me go and find the comment, y'all. I said I recognize your PFP, so I came in. What's that? Can you tell me what that is? The P. Are you saying FYP? Let me see. Look at my keyboard. I was trying to see if they was next to each other. I think that's what you meant. Let me see. Thank you for liking that live. Hey Mari. Welcome to the garden. We just chatting. I'm looking for a comment, y'all, because I wanted to say something to my friend right quick. I felt it on my spirit, and I shouldn't have walked past it the first time. Let me see. I don't know if I can find it. Dang. I really don't want to leave this behind. Oh, I'm 7 years in, and we struggling. 2 kids in. Okay. All right, T, I found it. I was looking for that comment I just found. You said we was 7 years in, 2 kids in, and we struggling. So, T, when you said that y'all were struggling, are we talking about romantically? Are we talking about just with the addition to the kids? You don't have to say, like, if it's financially, if it's anything you don't want to talk about, you could just leave it. You could just say Kai, move on, and we can move on. Yeah, like I said, I won't. You know, we could definitely talk private. Y'all, I'm so willing to talk privately about any and everything. Like, it don't have to be public. So we lost ourselves being friends, so trying to find us again. Okay, that makes sense. That almost happened to us. And it's so easy to happen because I know you talk about, so y'all, my friend Mom Life Unfiltered, she does go live sometimes, and she talks very openly and invites mothers to a space of talking about postpartum, right? And just all the things that need to be said, need to be heard to help us understand what we're going through right after we have kids, and sometimes before, right? Or during the entire process from before having that child to after having it, and the separation anxiety and all the overwhelming physical and chemical and emotional changes that you go through, right? So for sure, friend, for sure, you know I got you. So I love that she discusses those things, because like I said, when I found that space and I went in there, she was reading everything that I had been experiencing, especially in my postpartum journey. So it really did me a favor, because it's not something that moms often talk about, you know, especially not until recently with people being more candid and more willing to share their struggles and be transparent. But once upon a time, like, we didn't want to talk about that. We wanted to suffer in silence. You couldn't get me once upon a time to talk about my struggles. But now I know that, shoot, it's power in community. It's power in being transparent and letting people know, like, hey friend, I need your help. Like, you know, I need to borrow some of your strength today. So I tell people all the time, like, shoot, borrow mine, borrow my strength, borrow my joy, you know, borrow my enthusiasm, borrow whatever you need from me. Because I give it willingly and I give it openly, and I would want the same if I ever needed it. Said yes, say we suffer out loud, we might as well talk about it out loud. Yeah, exactly. We suffer very out loud. And so for myself during my postpartum journey, I was mad at my partner. I was so angry. I didn't really know why, but I just felt I guess I was nitpicking. You know, I felt because I had carried the baby that I was doing the heavy lifting. I'm like, okay, well, you just put her in there. You know, I'm doing all the carrying. I'm the one sick. You know, that's how I felt. But at the same time, I'm like, that was such a negative way of thinking, because this is my partner, and once the baby is here, like, yes, I have to be the bearer of that child. That's just nature. That's just the way that it goes. But your joy and your spirit and your emotions and everything, like I said, what you're building in that baby, it starts in the womb. So anybody that's around you, anything that you're internalizing, any negative emotions, they say when you cry, your baby cry. That's because what you feel, that baby feels. So it's a very sacred time during your pregnancy. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your body, and often we do not. We'll be very flustered and fighting with our partners, and it just make things worse. By the time the baby get here, now you're going through the struggle of adapting. That baby is crying and hollering and have needs, and y'all changing y'all schedules and trying to hurry up and adjust, and it is hard. It is hard. It's the hardest thing that I have ever experienced in my life, because I'm trying to recover. My flower is torn out of the frame, okay? Talk about ripped. And I'm mad at that man, and this baby is hollering. Honey, talk about exhausted, and you asking me to still turn around and love on you and show up when I'm barely showing up for myself? Huh, sir? What you say? I can't do it right now. So, girl, hard, because the women who are staying home, we are sacrificing our previous way of life to move into motherhood for the benefit of our family and for the benefit of our children, right? And what you go through, your spiritual conflict and turmoil, is not that we don't love our children. We love them to the moon and back. But what we are giving up in ourselves during that growth period for our children, that is tough. That's tough. Because you can feel everything that you're not doing for yourself, because it's being substituted and given to the children instead. And so you feel like you falling behind on you. And it's like, yeah, we doing it out of love, but it don't make it no easier. Thank you, J9. It said physical pain, mental pain, overstimulated, touched out. Yes, that mommy all day, and don't let this happen to you. If this is happening, I rebuke it in your life right now. I'm gonna pray it up out your life if this is happening, okay? And friend T, I'm speaking very specifically to you, because you do have two children. You do have a husband that I know that you love and that you take very good care of, okay? And so there is this thing called weaponized incompetency. And that is when our men, because I've been through it and I had to call it out. I prayed about it and it is officially stopped. Thank God. But weaponized incompetency is when your partner that you had those children with will begin to weaponize the fact that the children see you as the go-to. And so now, even when they're available, they still got the children coming to only you. and they'll use it as, oh, the boys want you. Oh, the baby wants you. They don't want me to change their diaper, only you. They don't want me to pick them up, only you. They don't want me to read them a bedtime story, only you. Don't let that happen to you, because weaponized incompetency is the quickest way to resent your partner. It is the quickest way, because what you're watching happen is your partner understanding that they are manipulating the situation, so that way they don't have to share the same load of responsibility as you. And that's hard for anybody. Hey, Danny Kareem, thank you for your daily heartbeat. Thank you for visiting, you girl. Thank you, y'all. Danny Kareem, that's my boy, y'all. He has taught me most of the stuff that I know about my life, okay? Most of the stuff that I know about battling. He came in here and showed me how to work my thing, and he is a live host as well. What time you go live, Danny? Look, what time you go live? Y'all, that's a real stand-up guy. He's a real one. Hey, Lakeisha, welcome to the chat. He said, now she got me thinking. Every day at, is that true? 7-Eleven? I like it. He said every day at 7-Eleven, but I don't believe it. I think he's playing with me. But yeah, y'all. I'm good, Lakeisha. How are you? Thank you for liking the live, DJ. Hi, Cassim. He said, I'm not loving every day, same time, same place. Okay. He said, every day at 7-Eleven, y'all. Danny Kareem is a live host. Like I say, he's a real cool dude. Very charismatic. I fell in love with his charisma. Fell in love with his authenticity. And I have been locked in ever since, y'all. Okay? If you're looking for people that's cool than a mug and that know how to make it, just believe in yourself, Danny Kareem, y'all. Say I'm gonna FaceTime you tomorrow. Why you out here looking? Thank you, Daddy. I appreciate that. Look, this my Get Big wig. this my Make Magic wig, okay? This the inspo. This the inspo. I will for sure. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for listening. He said, thank you for the roses, Lakeisha. Said, but for me, I think my husband is starting to understand this postpartum life. Yes, that's another thing. Sometimes we don't know what we're doing, and sometimes you have to teach. You have to teach. That's just what it is. Like if you're going through something, he can't read your mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. I used to treat my partner like he should just know what I'm going through. You should just know that because I had a child that I'm obviously in pain. I'm obviously overstimulated. I'm obviously tired. Like, you should just know. And in retrospect, we would think, but it's not always the case. Sometimes because he's going through whatever he's going through in his own mind, he's adapting to the new child as well. Same as you, just in a different way. He's working, holding the house down. He got his own problems and struggles at work outside of you. His own stress of carrying the new weight of being a father, of not being able to give those children the proper time, of not being able to love on you the same way. So he's still going through things. It's not that, that he wants to be that way, especially not all the time. So some things can be done very subconsciously and unconsciously. So then I don't have a problem talking. My problem is learning to be quiet. Yeah, you gotta know when. You gotta know when to pick your battles. I don't know when to pick your battles. You say you have to communicate. Absolutely. And like you said, being nice all the time. Do it even when it's hard. Do it even when it's hard. Even when it's hard. The reason why, T, that you gotta do it when it's hard, because you're always watering your garden. Your husband is the root. Imagine this big old garden, and then in the middle of your garden is a tree. And you don't want this tree to become brittle. You don't want it to lean. You don't want it to fall over. Because guess what happens if that tree falls? He's gonna destroy the garden. Yes. Said, hi, Cheryl. Welcome. Good to see you again. Say, I'm trained. I come from a woman-dominated family. Like, we get it done and don't need anyone. It said no. Okay, so and T, I love that. I love that. I'm a very much an independent girly, which is why I was so glad when I found TT. I was like, oh, this is a space I can hop in and be myself and do what I do best, communicate, right? Being able to motivate, communicate, and clearly articulate myself. This is where I dominate. This is what I have been blessed with. So to know that you come from a family of women that are on their ish and that know how to move mountains and make things happen with or without that man, that's amazing. But once you get with the man, you have to let a man be a man, and you can't be upset about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what's the best way to partner when you're a dominant woman yourself and you have a dominant man? It's you learn how, and don't be mad at me for saying this, y'all, if there's any men in the room, but learn how to have control while letting him still lead. That's the best way I can say it. Cause I don't want it to sound like be like manipulation, because it's not. It's just understanding that you have power to move the man that's leading you. You are his partner, so you have power in that relationship, and things will move how you want them to move when you are speaking to that man's soul, when you being his peace and not giving him lip. I want you to surprise him. See, just do this for yourself one day. Just do it for yourself and see what happens. One day when you're about to get into the thing that you're about to get into and you're ready to do this, I want you to just stop. Walk over to that man and just hug him and say, you know what, baby? I'm just overstimulated. Just start communicating in that hug. In the moment that you're embracing him, baby, I'm just overstimulated. Today has been rough, and you know I love you, and I don't want to fight, but like I just want to love you in this moment. Can you please just hold me back and tell me how that go? Tell me what happened. Tell me how he react. I bet you your day go good. Make that man some dinner. I bet you your day go good. I bet you when he see you that next day, he coming in with love. I bet you when he come in that house, he looking for you. He ready to kiss on you. I bet you. Thank you. I'm telling you, when you go against the grain, you talk about how you keep the spark alive. Go against the grain. Make it new again. Show them that you still love them. It works, y'all. It works because everybody want to be loved. And if a person is with you for years, first of all, let's dissect being able to be with somebody for years. If I can be with you in this lifetime and I'm to some degree pretty happy, you know what I have told myself? This person is good enough for me to be with my whole life. So that's already amazing. But secondly, I'm choosing not to go anywhere knowing that I don't have forever on this planet. That is a beautiful thing, y'all. To find somebody that want to be with you for years in the first place. To find somebody that want to commit and build a family with you and say, I want to grow old with you and have as many memories and love as possible, right? So in that, imagine if when y'all were gonna fight or y'all were gonna be at odds, you literally just loved instead. You just chose love instead. Y'all ever seen that video? I watched this one relationship coach, and it did, like I said, I have to be a student before I can teach, right? So I'm sharing to you what I have tried and what I have learned. And when one time I was really upset, and just using me as an example, I was really upset, and I was so mad because I asked him to go get something. I forget what it was. I'm always asking for something though, like I wanted this. I'm like, baby, before I go on my live, can I please have my thing? And guess what? He just did the thing. He was like, oh, you want your coffee? Okay, let me. Not because I was gonna be upset because he's considering that he knows how much I love it. It's the little things, y'all. He didn't have to get that coffee for me. He could have been like, you could do your live without it. You'll power through. You going to bed right after. You'll be all right. But no, he said, all right, baby, want her coffee. So let me get on this phone. Let me order it. I'm gonna go grab it for her. Because we learn how to love and consider each other. It's not all about, I'm not saying it's not all about getting your way. I'm just saying consideration in the little things that you can help make your relationship thrive with. Thank you, J9. Thank you for the subscription. I got my third subby. Like I said, my stickers, y'all, they on the way. I put them in today. They in review. Look, we got the Rooted in Faith sticker. We got the God Got Me sticker. Like we got some good stickers in here, y'all. I made them all today. Planted with Purpose. Look, they so cute. Got our little prayer hands. We got one for the guys, and then we got one for the girls with the nails. It's super cute. I can't wait for y'all to see them. But yeah, thank you for the sub. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate that. Like I said, anything y'all do in this room, this TT is how I am feeding myself, helping my partner out. So thank y'all so much. Hi Cynthia Boss. Hi Mari. So we keep showing up and trying to turn things around. Absolutely, that is the goal, to show up and try to turn things around. Y'all, we did this little love circle, and I just want to share this with y'all because imagine, just imagine. So one time, he wanted me to be honest with him, but I was just being so stubborn, right? And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm human, y'all. I didn't want to talk to him because I was so angry. And I don't even remember what it was about. Life's too short to be angry anyways, but I don't remember what I was mad about. But he said, baby, I got a plan. He said, later tonight when I get off work, y'all, and I'm in the middle of my rage, and he talking about, he just calmly, I have a plan. Just wait for me. You know, when I get home, we're gonna talk, and everything's gonna be okay. He was like, whatever you mad about, he's like, please, don't hold on to it. He like, we're gonna make it right. He didn't say I'm going to make it right. He said, we're going to make it right. Because he can't talk to a brick wall. How he gonna get through if I'm giving him the deaf ear, if I'm letting it go on one ear and out the other? We can't get nowhere like that. So he said, we're going to make it right. And when he had got home that night, y'all, the cutest thing, he made a circle of trust. And I didn't know what that was. Like, I had never, but it was new. It was exciting. It was beautiful. So the circle of trust, he had put like these rose petals in our room, and he had lit like candles, like little tiny candles, like in like a little circle. And he opened up the candle. He said, you gotta walk through the circle. And he was like, don't talk about your anger, don't talk about nothing, just come through the circle. So I'm like, okay, this is so cute. I walked in the circle, and then he got in and he closed it like as if he was closing with the two candles, like he set them back in place. And so now we both in the circle, and he said, I'm gonna sit down first, and then you're gonna sit on me. And so I'm like, what? So I said he was listening to the energy, he was present enough to get it. Absolutely. We love a man with a plan, Mari. Yes, we do. So I sat on him, and already the closeness, I'm melting, because this is a man that I love. This is the man that I chose for life. So I'm melting, y'all. So but I also needed this. Didn't know I needed it, but the intimacy, that is the key here. So I'm sitting on him, fully clothed, y'all. We're not naked, fully clothed. And we sitting like, how can I say? Like, I'm this way, and then this is me. You know what I'm saying? So my arms are around his neck, and then my legs are around his legs like this. And so he held me close, and we holding each other. And my head is on his shoulder, you know, like my face is in his neck. And I said, he said, baby, now tell me, why were you upset today? What did I do? He was like, this is our circle of trust. He was like, anything that you feel, anything that you are upset, tell me what you're going through. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, perfect song. But he was like, tell me what you're going through and lay it out. He was like, I don't care any of the feelings, whether negative. He's like, I'm not going to take it wrong. He was like, I'm opening this barrier up for you to be able to let your guard down and say the things that you need to get off your chest to me without me negative reacting, or without me reacting impulsively or in a way that's going to deter this from being progressive. So he's like, lay it on me. And do y'all know how hard it is to present something angry when you holding your person like that? You booed up. Girl, I couldn't say nothing. Let the church say. Yeah, I couldn't say nothing negatively. Okay, I said everything with love. It put me there because being that close to him made me realize, like, it is literally us against the problem, not us against each other, right? So I was like, dang, baby, I love you. But today, this really got under my skin. I felt unseen, I felt unheard, and I felt like you were moving in a way that did not have me in mind. And that's because of that. I woke up this morning, I was really upset with you. I didn't want to make your breakfast. I didn't want to say bye to you on your way to work. And the only reason I did is because I know tomorrow is not promised. I'm like, but because of A, B, C, and D the night before, that's why I woke up the way that I did. And I said, I really don't want you to do that because that hurt my feelings. And so he said, you know what? You're right. I did do that. He's like, and I apologize. He's like, I did that and I should have considered you. So he didn't never say like, oh, like, you know, try to like deny it. He was just like, okay, I can see how you got to where you are. I can see how you made that conclusion based on the actions that I took. And so, y'all, that little circle of trust, talk about by the end of that, talking about just kissing and hugging, and I ain't never took no clothes off. Girl, I felt undressed in that circle. It had every piece of clothing on me because he allowed me to pour my emotions out without combat. And so I say this to say, you don't have to do a circle of trust, but listening to your partner's feelings, truly listening to understand them and not to be combative. So they listening to listen and understand, not to respond. Too often we are just listening so that we can come with our defense. We gotta stop doing that. Because how, and I know it's a two-way street, but if somebody's coming to you with their feelings, how would you feel if they cut you off and was like, well, I think that you... Where are we gonna get with that? How is that productive? I didn't even hear what you had to say. I didn't hear your side because I cut you off. I was too busy defending myself because I didn't like that you said that I did that, even if it's true. You're not gonna get anywhere being combative in your relationship. You're not gonna get nowhere. So when you were asking me how we survived this long, I had to learn how to properly communicate, how to handle our issues under the same roof, but how to handle them with love. Because I used to shut down. I didn't used to want to talk. I used to be like, you deal with it on your own. I'm tapped out. I'm in my head. I don't want to say nothing. I didn't get nowhere like that. We would end up angry at each other for days like that because now it's brewing. Now we upset and now we both in our head. Now I didn't allow him to get to a place where he was like, okay, I was trying to talk to her, but she didn't want to talk, so F it. How dare you? You don't want to talk to me. So you not even gonna try? But he did try, and I dismissed him, and I was in my feelings, and I was so big-headed of myself to think that he should keep trying when I'm giving him the cold shoulder. Who? If it wasn't for your relationship, what if you had a friend? Would you expect your friend to keep trying to talk to you, and you clearly showing them that you don't want to hear nothing they gotta say? Come on now, because this is your relationship, you get to be like that? Don't work. It don't work. Hi, Ty. Welcome, 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 welcome. I appreciate you for the sub, girl. You surprised me yesterday. Oh, Ty, I'm writing down everybody's schedule for going live. Please drop yours because I am making my rounds. I went live a little earlier today. I usually do 11, but today I went at 9 just to kind of test the difference in traffic. So it's about the same though. So I think whether if I do 9 or if I did, I think 11 would still be cool. But I might move to 9 just because I get to put my baby exactly to bed around that time. So yes, we just in here chatting and talking about all the girly things, mommyhood, postpartum. We was on relationships just now, so. But yeah, if you are hosting, Ty, please give me that schedule so I can make a note. Y'all love the song. Oh, let me go up, because did I miss anything? I just be talking, y'all. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I struggle with shutting down. Okay, Asia. So, girl, the jam, right? Girl, hold on. We can jam for a second. That's my jump. And then we're going to talk about your shutting down. Wake up, it's a new day. Sunshine on your face. Wake up, it's a new day. Yes, wake up. Wake up. Say, I don't have a time schedule yet, but I go live on Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, that's good enough though. It just give me a date to be able to look for you, so I know, like, okay, on these days I'm looking out for Ty. Thank you for my little Corgi. Look at this little booty in my face. Hi, little Corgi. Thank you. I love that little dog. You got this new day. So I'm writing it down. So we got Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So you just do pop-up. That's cool. I started with pop-ups. I didn't have nothing really set at first. I started with pop-ups. Okay. You say, I'm trying to figure out my live schedule too. Well, see, it just depends. I like I did 11s because my baby was sleeping by 10:30, and she was pretty consistent. So I was like, okay, well, I don't have to worry about her, being all over the place, Wake up, it's a new day. Shine on your face. Thinking the time seems so challenging. Yes, Ty, it can be, because we have real lives. We have things that we have to do outside of TT. We're trying to make other people's lives and still show up for everybody that we rocking with, everybody that we want to connect with, and still show up for our own lives in the process. So it's like, oof, it can be challenging to make one. Hi, Raheem. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes, Ty. Hi, Selena. Yeah, so girl, I know all about it, because I be struggling myself. Okay, you see, I'm testing times. I'm trying to see what I like, what feel good to me, when I have the most energy. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, Raheem. Yeah, I'm blessed, not stressed. Oh, you going live on YouTube? What's your YouTube? Give it to me. I'm on YouTube too. Give me I'm not on YouTube like I am over here, and I should be. I think I'm gonna probably start a brand new YouTube and just post everything, like day in the life talks, everything. I think I'm gonna just start slowly posting that stuff over there. So you be working it. Thank you. I like you too, T. And you be on Twitch? Wow. It's the same name, Ty? Okay, I'm gonna write that down too. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you on YouTube. Mine's is official Kairos on YouTube. So I'm when you see the Kairos over there, that's me. and then I'll be giving you a setup over there. Checking out everything you post that way. And then T, what's your Twitch? Let me get that. I said wherever y'all at, I want to be at. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Big G, for the follow. And what you be on Twitch, T? Like, what you be doing on Twitch? That's what I meant to say. What you be doing on there? I heard about Twitch like a lot. The last time I was on Twitch, I was watching T-Pain do his little music thing. You know, because I do my little artistry here and there. So I was on there watching his competition. I wanted to join, but I was kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared. Because he wanted you to make the songs in real time. And I was like, well, with me having mom life, I just didn't know if I was going to be able to crank out the songs as fast as he was asking for them. So my Switch is Mom Life Unfiltered too. Okay. What you going to be doing over there? You going to be streaming? All right, I got you. Basically, open room for moms to come. Oh, that's dope. I can see that going up fast. Yeah, I'm slowly getting my stuff together, y'all.
Oh, I didn't see this.
I'm slowly getting it together.
I didn't see that.
So we'll see how it go. We'll see how it go. Hi, Kay. Hi, Kay. Hey, everybody. I love this song. A lot of YouTubers moving to Twitch. Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. A lot of YouTubers. Supposed to be good for you when you have a DJ. Yes. I do want to do all the things everywhere. Oh, I got you, Asia. I got you. So when you have your yeah, it's gonna be fun. If I haven't been practicing, but I'm telling myself that I can still do it. I was like, I still got these fingers. Like, I can do a little something. I don't like the idea of having any limitations, but I was like, I'm not going to let that stop me from pulling out my board. Actually, I might do a live practice session just so I can see how it actually runs. So I may bring out my board sooner than the 30th just so I can, you know, run it. So I want to see how that would actually go. Said I gotta catch you up. Yes you do. Yes you do. Cause it's been too long. It's been way too long. Y'all, I just want to say that I appreciate anybody who's in this room chilling with me, anybody who's been making this room move, anybody who's been sharing the live, showing me love, communicating with me, even if you ain't here just watching. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you. Because you don't have to be here. There's plenty of people on here, you know, to fill the space and the time. So thank y'all. Yeah, y'all. It's a blast. Like, this journey, it is not the easiest, but I've been having fun, you know. Even when I remember it was just me and T, or just me and Asia. Once upon a time, it was just us two or us three. He said, wait, what's your live schedule? I'm switching to 9 p.m. I'm going to update it in my thing. I'm going to switch to 9 p.m. I was doing it at 11, but like I said, with my baby, I want to have the music actually shut down by the time I'm putting her to bed. And her daddy be home to help me by the end. So, like right now, he has her while I'm doing my thing. Thank you. Says you're growing every day, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. We're growing every day. It's a slow roll, but it's a good roll. It's a good roll. Crazy, I want to support and don't be half asleep. Thank you, and I already know that's exactly what was happening. I knew you wanted to kick it yesterday, but I'm like my homegirl tired. Them babies all day. I'm already knowing. So little gonna turn into a lot. Yes. Hey, friend. Hey, Blessed Royalty. Ooh, I love it. Blessed Royalty. Absolutely. Oh, I was saying royalty. Girl, look, you royalty anyway. A blessed reality. I still love it. Look, my mind read royalty, and that's how I know you favorite. I like this little song. But yeah, y'all. I'm overjoyed. I'm excited for the future. I have, yes, girl, royalty. That's all I saw. You said you saw the same thing. Okay, see. Look, we ain't crazy. You're welcome. Good night, friend. I said bye and then get off of here. I feel you. I'm glad you came by to kick it. I appreciate you as always. Much love to you. And so, like I said, we will definitely meet again. You know, I do this every day except for Saturday and Sunday. Those are my rest days to be with my family. So, but Monday through Friday, we rocking. I think next week, though, I'm going to start bringing out the board just to run my tests officially live. So you're going to see me fumbling and trying to get it back, but I'm going to do it up until the 30th so I can actually rock it. Yes, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a real good time. Asia, how long you been with your girl? I remember you was talking about her earlier. How long have I been doing lives? So thank you for that question. I have been doing lives. I started 2 weeks ago, but I was very inconsistent. I had just went live one time that first week, and then I went live again that next week, and then last week starting Wednesday was the first day I actually had committed to going live every single day. So I have been going live consistently now. Originally at 11 p.m. But like I said, I'm moving how my baby moves. So I'm changing my schedule to 9 p.m. So that way she can be in bed by 11. So yep, I'm moving to 9 p.m. Have you been going live? Can I just call you Royalty? Have you been going live, Royalty? You said 5 years? So that's a really, really nice time. You know, 5 years is the mark where people really decide whether or not they're going to stay together for the long haul. So that after that second to third year, that's when the what they call it, the butterfly phase, the rush, you know, the puppy love, that's all that. That's when that really start to fade and y'all really start to just deal with each other for what you know and who each other are, whether you've grown or not. That is when you start to really see a person beyond the butterflies. Said, hi Denise, thank you, beautiful, thank you. J9 said, that's how you grow your audience, consistency. I want to try it starting with TT Shop first. Yes. So I'm gonna do in my Discord, especially because you're a sub, J9. Like I was telling Ty too. Y'all just gotta give me a little bit of time, but I did just start my Discord. I want to actually not only collectively work out the TT Shop, because I do know how to like really promote that, but I also want to, if y'all want to, help push so that way you are the shop, not just the affiliate. So I want to teach y'all how to actually be the store that sells the products, if y'all interested. So it is going to be an option in there, and it is going to be for my subs, so it's going to be completely free, where we cover questions, the how-to, all of that. It's going to be you know, like, that's just my gift to y'all, of sharing all the information that I have learned. Oh, I'm glad y'all know each other. That's what's up. They said, okay, cool. I've done 3 so far. I'm trying to figure out a schedule. Yeah, so the way you figure out a schedule, if you're doing, I would just say, if you're doing pop-up lives, just do once a day. So depending on what league you in, if you're new to it, like right now, I'm still in the D league, right? So that is the league that you start in, but you start at D5, then you work your way up. So I just moved to D4, then to be D3, then D2, then D1, etc., right? So as you move up, you just want to meet your 25 minutes, the 25-minute live challenge. That's all TT required for you to get your bonus rewards. So let's say even if you don't make, like your diamonds or whatever to like go up the league because you're new, right? So I'm new. So sometimes we may get the diamonds, we may not to move up, but that's okay. But as long as you're showing up, you're incentivized by TT to get bonus rewards. So TT's still going to give you something, couple dollars just for you showing up for those 25 minutes. He said, "Why you so pretty?" Oh, thank you, boo. Girl, look. This all put together. This all put together. This is a wig, and it's just my favorite one. It's the one that I put on, and it just felt like it fit me, and I just been rocking with it ever since. Thank you, Pam, for grabbing your heart, me. Thank you. Jesus. No. So this is Nobody But Jesus by Genevieve Lanoski and Nick Day. Jesus. They said we don't, but I love engaging friends. I feel you. I do too. Say good evening. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you. Jesus. I love it because they say the only one I claim is Jesus. There's no other name but. Were you in Trees live tonight? Trees. I visited quite a few lives. So if I was in her live, then I may not just recall the name, but I was bouncing around quite a bit today. Some lives I didn't come in till the end. Like I was catching them at the end. I wasn't trying to catch them at the end, but I just ended up catching them at the end. So you may have indeed seen me. I try to make my rounds around TT before I go live, because I know that once I go live, when I'm finished, I'm done for the night. I'm clocking out. I'm officially with my man and my baby, putting her to bed, and that's it. So I do go ahead. He said checking in. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate you popping in and out. Look, it's all good. The fact that you visit in the first place, thank you. Because I know it's so many people on here. Oh, thank you for my roses. A rose for the rose. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jess. I just realized that you got 777 in your name. What made you pick that, Jess? I was born on the 7th, so when I see 7s, I see them throughout my life. Sometimes 7s for me, my numerology and my frequency and tied to 7, like beyond my birthday, I notice that whenever I see like 034, 430, etc., just those numbers and variation, whether it's in time and the synchronicity of it, either something major is gonna happen, of like something that's not good, or something, a big blessing or a great luck is gonna happen. So I've been tied to that number, unfortunately, from birth, and whenever I see it, something happens. So I just wonder what made you put the 7s, because even in my life I'm like yeah, everybody got a numerology. Everybody got a money day, like abundance type of days where like they're more abundance in certain times than others. It's specifically tied to your life path and your frequency. Okay, your name look familiar. Do you have a live agency? No. So Royalty, the reason why I have not chosen an agency yet is because once you get in, you only have 15 days to get out, okay? So sometimes they'll do all the things that they say they're gonna do for 15 days because they know you can't get out for another 30 once you cross that 15-day mark. And then they'll just completely drop off and stop doing what they claim they were gonna do to get you in. Now, I can't say that all of them are like that, but I could say that from the stories that I've heard on TikTok regarding agencies, excuse me, a strong majority are like that because they're incentivized to get you to sign up. So they're getting paid regardless to as if they show up for you or not. And often they'll make very inflated promises that they're going to help you grow your account. They're going to help you get bans off. And they're supposed to actually do those things for you. In some cases, you have battle agencies that want you to sign up and they throw you a certain amount of gifts and they don't ask you for anything in return. And on the surface, that's great. But after those 15 days, they might not show up anymore. So I'm just really skeptical about agencies because it's just like showing you a face and then ready to play a hand after they goaded you. Oh, 7 p.m. my time. 7 has been a lucky number for me. Can't explain it. Yeah, that's what's up. Because for some people it is. For me, like I said, being born on the 7, I'm tied to it. And it's usually just a sign for me to expect something or to move out of the way of something. So whenever I'm supposed to transition or I'm supposed to elevate, that's when I see it. No, they're not needed. You can grow on your own, royalty. You do not need an agency to thrive on here. It's actually better if you do not get tied in an agency. That's just my personal recommendation from the people I've communicated with who have succeeded on this app. For example, a good example of somebody who's been in an agency who does no longer recommend them would be the guy that was in here earlier. He does battling and live hosting. His name is Danny Kareem. Before he did his own thing, he was promoting other people and helping them do the things, get into agencies, etc. But after working with them in time, he's like, I don't recommend that. Same thing with AJ the trainer. He's grown his account on here and he's been in an agency, and I was in his live today. We was going through it and asking all the questions, and he was like, yeah, these are the reasons, the same reason I shared with you why he do not recommend them, because they, after that mark and that cutoff where they know that you can't get out, they stop doing the things that they claimed initially that they were gonna do. So you definitely don't need them. Thank you for my roses, Jess. And look, like I said, if that's your number of blessings, like, yeah, like I would represent them too. I would represent them too. I said good luck. Sometimes fortunes and favors others more just based on numerology alone. So it just depends. But like I said, I pray through it all because shoot. I be like, God got the final say. So, I do know that there are some things that I'm supposed to avoid and some things I'm supposed to do and some messages and callings that I'm not supposed to ignore. So I just go with the flow at this point. Y'all hear my little baby in the background? Hold on, I'm about to bump this one. You've been good to me. You have any more questions, Rosie? Good to me. Life is hard, my God, but you've been good to me. I love this song.
You was there in the beginning, know the me. I've been low, I've been down, but you didn't leave. And I'm in a state, that's on everything. I can't help it, your love amazing. Every time I think about it, I can't help but thank you. Following your lead, you can be the major. I know you will never leave, and I'm never saving. And no matter what you always on a hundred. It's you and me together, ain't nobody there.
My little curl is just hanging. So yes, y'all. How long do you have to be live? Like actual minute rule. Well, I have been live since 9, and I only had to do 25 minutes. So I'm definitely collecting all my bonus rewards because that's what I was trying to explain earlier. Let me turn this on a little bit. Yeah, oh my God, but you've been good to me. Okay. Yeah. So in each league, you get a certain amount of rewards. So it's with the live incentive program. That's what it's called. And when you go to your TikTok studio, you can actually look and click. And that first column is going to be like data and everything, like all the options in the TikTok studio. Uh-oh, my little mama. Hold on. Baby. She okay? I hear little mama. Oh, she good, y'all. I guess she's just chilling. Okay, so do you do TT shop posts? I do. And 1 second, royalty. Yeah, so the minute rule, J9, I was saying you could go into TikTok Studio, right? And you click the live section, and on the live section you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna look for the live incentives reward program, and you're gonna click in that, and it's gonna tell you exactly how long you need to go live. Like I said, for me it only said 25 minutes. Once I get to like C and B league, then it's probably gonna go up to an hour. In the event, if Lord's willing, I make it to the A League, then it'll go to 2 hours. A League has to do 2 hours, because once you're up there, to keep your league, there's a certain amount of, and your league's just based off your diamonds, right? So your diamonds and how many you get is considered as fragments. And so for me to go from D5 to D4 the other night, I had made it, thank God. I didn't know I was gonna make it, but I did. And I only needed 203 diamonds to get to that next league. So it'll show you where you are in your league, how many diamonds you need per live, how many diamonds you need to stay in that league. It's going to show you all of that in that TikTok Studio. Say my work night just sped by. That's what's up, Asia. I'm glad. Yes. Like I said, I really like this time for myself. I actually prepared this time. And I think we're gonna stay at this little time. I said, are you ready? I think we're gonna stay at the 9 o'clock. It felt good for me too. I wasn't exhausted. I wasn't worn out tonight. Like, I hear my baby, but it don't bother me. I'm used to it. She do this all the time. So I'm like, okay, she up. I can see her. I know she's okay. So we good. What time you came on before? I used to come on at 11:30, but now I feel like depending on how things go, like I'm gonna keep testing out, keep showing up at 9 o'clock, right? So I'm gonna change my timing in my bio. But once I see that the flow is like, is really good, and this time works for the people that like to visit me, yeah. So you base it on your community, and not only what works for them, but like I said, my community, I see some of the people quite a bit. So like Toya, even sub or not, I feel connected with Toya because I've seen her before. So my live is one that she shows love to. She comes and visit me and she kicks it, right? So same with Jess. Just got back multitasking. I feel you. That's what's up. Welcome back. So same with Jess. Jess periodically, she may go see her people, do her thing, but she always spin the block, come back and be like, hey Kyle, what's up? What you got going on? What you doing? What we talking about? And so same with J9. I think this is my second or third time seeing you. So I'm learning that, okay, there are particular people that you're just naturally going to gravitate to, that you're going to like spending time with. And once you familiarize yourself with those individuals, it's like I said, it's just like having a conversation with all your best friends in one FaceTime, So it's like, look, I feel like we on the Zoom chat. I'm just giving the presentation, but I'm doing one that don't require like, notes and, structure. It's just flow. So thank you, J9. Yeah, I love communicating. I love speaking to people. I do thank God for that. Some people genuinely do have the gift of gab, and they can talk. My mama, gift of gab. My daddy, gift of gab. So I know why they got together, because they was talking each other head off. I know them phone conversations at nighttime was lit. Because my dad is somebody who can just exist with you, and I think that's why I have two brothers. I have an older brother. He is 33. I'll be 32 this year. Thank you for the popular, Toya. And my younger brother is 23. I think my younger brother is 23 now. I'll be having a hard time keeping up with him because he was born in 2001, so that'd be hard. Thank you for look at my little heart. That is so cute. That's so cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yes, we all call my dad because he is somebody who could just coexist with you on the phone. You don't have to say a word. He will sit there and breathe with you. And so I've always had that, so I could do that with other people. I could be on the phone and say nothing at all, just knowing that you're on the other end. Look, the silence don't mean nothing when the vibe right. So on here, you know, you gotta talk, you know. But in general, the way I transmute energy, the way I receive it, the way I give it, I was like, I just vibe. Oh, let me see. Royalty said, I just got accepted to TT Shop. Do you have any tips? Absolutely, Royalty. Okay. So the first tip I would say, well, first, congratulations. Okay, congratulations on being accepted. That means that you have been doing all the things and you have been actively growing your account. So now that you are there, you want to look through your house, right? Anything that you really like, use every day, that is super beneficial for you. So this is how you start the TT Shop affiliate side with $0. Okay, it don't have to be the exact product, it just got to be close enough to present it. So let's say there's a certain pot, like, I don't know, I don't use Teflon, but let's say there's a certain pot that you use in your house and you cook with it all the time. That's just an example, by the way. So you cook with it all the time. Okay, well, when you cooking your dinner, like, y'all, I love this pot because it's non-stick. I make all my meals with this. Like, it's perfect when I do my casserole. It's perfect when I do my gumbo, whatever, right? So you're gonna go on TT Shop and you're gonna look for that pot on there. And you're going to do your thing, make your little 30-second video. I wouldn't do it no longer than a minute, but 30 seconds is usually, 29 seconds is usually the drop-off time. So 30 seconds is the perfect time to cut off a video. For advertisement, if it's required to be a little bit more layered, then you would do that. But just for like a pot, like, you 30 seconds and done. Like, we get it, you know what I'm saying? So yes, you would do that, and you would put the link at the bottom and be like, y'all, make sure you go ahead and grab that link below. You would say your specifics, your particulars, and your voiceover in the video, because you want to really highlight the pot, and you want people to, so you're not selling a product. All right, so that's another thing. You're never just I do shop live mostly, but I want to try some engagements, so we'll try that for sure. Look, try both of them, mix and match it. You don't have to just stick to one way of selling. So if the shop works for you, do that, and then start working on your actual content for the shoppables, because they both sell, right? It's just that when you post the video, you don't have to work as hard, because that video, when people watching it and it's repeating, it's getting pushed out into the algorithm. The more people buy it, it's getting pushed out even more. So before you know it, you got something, and that's what you want. You want something making money in your sleep. You want it on autopilot. So that's really the goal. Hey, Rio, welcome. So yeah, he said, yep, call to action is important. Yes, exactly. So when you start, like I said, that's my best thing that I would recommend, because y'all, those little things that I sold a few of them now, and I really do say a few because the video was not all that, but it was these little teeth whiteners, and I already had them in my house, y'all. I drink coffee all the time, whether I finish it or not. It got me a really grande, so it's huge. I couldn't finish it. It's a lot of sugar, but I had those teeth whiteners already sitting around the house. So all I did was I went and I did like a little B-roll throughout my day. So I didn't do nothing crazy. I just filmed the things that I was gonna do anyway. So for me, I got up and I took my shower. So that's how I framed the video. I was like, hey y'all, I'm a coffee drinker, and I started with my little glass. I'm a coffee drinker, so my teeth always get, easily yellow. So when I need a pick-me-up or like a touch-up, I just put them on, I go take my shower, and then I really went to go take my shower, y'all, and I did not continue the video till I was out the shower. I was like, okay, now that I'm out the shower, I'm getting dressed, and so I'm walking people through my day of how easy it is to wear these, because I'm selling the emotion. I want them to see themselves in the product, right? So I'm wearing it, I'm going through my day. I'm like, you don't even have to do nothing. You just set them on and forget about it. And so then I went to go do my makeup. I'm like, yeah, I still got them on while I'm doing my makeup, And those things sold because people could see themselves in the product. So let me see. FLP, thank you, Asia. Let me see. Definitely good at this because I wouldn't know what the hell to talk about. Y'all, I really do go piece by piece on this live. I be trying to make sure that I don't miss nothing. So I go comment by comment. And I know I'm slow. I don't have no moderators right now, but you know, eventually. Excuse me. Thank you, Asia. I appreciate you. I had to run this song back. I said all the... Hey, Key. That's my sister. Hey, Key. Y'all, that's my brother wife right there. But my sister, we ain't have to be blood to be sisters. She been good to me since I've known her. Thank you for visiting me, Key. I love you, girl. And I see you. Oh, her and my... Thank you for your daily heart. Me, you know what to do when you come in the room. Thank you, boo. Thank you. So, her and my brother are having a little bundle of joy, and I am super excited because my baby about to have another playmate. So, y'all, my sister, that's Key, Big Key. Welcome, girl. So, you said all the stuff I bought to get my content to be better quality. I sell lights, mics. Yes, that's smart. I was just saying the other night, I'm building a setup for the garden. So right now I got my little lights right here, but it's just not how big and inviting and warm and grand. Like the presence I want behind me when I'm doing my little thing. I just want that feel. Like I want to feel like we in the garden. I want y'all to see the roses, the butterflies. Like I want you to see everything that represent like my girly side, my feminine side, my spiritual side. Like I want it to shine in my background like real bad. So I'm super excited. I think my little sign come on what is it, 15th? I think my little sign come on the 18th, so I'm super excited about that. But yes, J9, that's a very good point. Just walking back, that I went and found everything that I wanted for my lighting setup directly inside of TT Shop. I went and found each and every piece, so that way when people are asking, hey, where'd you get them little butterflies from? TT Shop, it's right there in the link on my page. Where'd you get that light from? Right there in the link on my page. You know, you get it. So I think that's another good way when you're building your sets. Anything that you're going to be using nonstop, anything that is going to be in people's face nonstop, anything that is a part of your daily life and you truly use it, anything that you love and can talk about all the time, those are the things that you want to push because it's going to be the easiest. You use it every day. It's going to be the easiest. People see it. It's going to be in their face every day. It's going to be the easiest. So it makes a lot of sense. You're doing it very smart, J9. Hey, bro. My big bro in the room. Hey, Brody. What's good? Hey, y'all, my family, my blood in this room. I really appreciate that. I said, oh, okay, cool. Do you post short videos in your regular content on the same account? Yes, royalty. Yes, I absolutely do. And the reason why is because people, we got enough commercials, right? So what you're selling is your personality and trust. That's the key word, trust. So royalty, you don't mind or worry about thinking you gotta put. Now if you want to just do an all shoppable page, that's absolutely fine. But I'm telling you, when people see you every day, when they know that you're a real person with a real voice living a real life, it's easier for me to buy from you and go off of your word than it is for me to just look at a commercial and be like, oh, well, that looks good. It looks okay. Because now I got to go check the reviews. But with you, Royalty, I see your page and I'm like, oh, Royalty is giving me the review that I normally would have to go and search for before I make a purchase. You gave it to me right in your video. In your 30 seconds to your 60 seconds. I got it right from you. So, yeah, you don't have to switch them up. Like you could do it all in the same account because we see you, so we trust what you're saying. And it, especially like when you talk about with your community, like I said, for example, I was in AJ the trainer room earlier, and he was showing this clicker, and he had like 152,000 taps. I said, AJ, how did you get that many taps, man? Like, we only been in here for 30 minutes. How'd you do that? It was only like, it was 30 of us. So he was like, oh, y'all save your fingers some time and you know, in some pain, and go get this little clicker. He was like, go get on another page, another account, put it on the screen and let it run up the taps. I said, you're a genius. And I bought that tapper directly from his shop. He made a sale from me because I saw the proof. I saw his face. He sold it to me as a person. He sold it to me as himself and gained instant trust. So he didn't have to separate himself from his page to sell me that. Yeah, I saw. Yep, they sold a clicker. Yep. And so look, I was sold, okay? And that's how it works. When people see you showing up every day, like if you actually really want the product, for example, I bought some things that's gonna make doing my hair convenient while my hand heals. So because I'm gonna be doing my hair anyway, I'm gonna be blow drying my hair anyway, I'm gonna be curling my hair anyway, I was like, well, I might as well just film those things as I'm doing it, since I'm going to do it in my daily life anyway. So the ad for those are a no-brainer, because it'll just be me doing what I was already going to do. So that's what I'm saying. Make shop work for you. Don't go out of your way to get products that you never really gonna use or that you don't care about. Don't go out of your way to buy products that don't go out of your way to buy products that, you know, are going to exhaust your pockets. Like, say, start with what you already have, so that way you don't spend a lot of money up front, and just, you know, play with that and make, you know, different content. And then, you know, as you start making money, or if you have the capital now, then only start buying things that you're actually going to make the content for and that you're actually going to use anyway. And so that's how I do it. I don't really force it. I only do it with, like I said, what I was going to already do anyway, and that works. Has been working for me, and I think I only did two shoppable lives. Two shoppable things. I think I only did two. I didn't overdo it yet. I have this I have a bag in here that I have not pushed. I have all the tools, like this little light that I'm using over here right now. I could be selling that because I see it all through TT Shop. I just haven't, but that's what I'm saying. These are things that I already had anyway. So I'm glad. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you could get something from it, because like I said, I'm an open book. Anything that I do know, I definitely will openly share. Sometimes I don't always know exactly what to get into unless y'all, you know, tell me, like, hey, you know, okay, you know, what's this and that, or, you know, how can I do such and such. So yeah, I appreciate that question. Yes, so Toya made a good point. For that tapper to run up the taps in your live, you are gonna need a backup account on a different device. So just it could be any device. It could be a tablet. It could be another phone. And then yeah, just run it up like that, and it'll help increase, you know, your views. I mean, yeah, because it's gonna push you out to the FYP. So it basically just lets TikTok know that it's activity in your room. And so while you got the taps going, then you have your actual real engagement with your people in your room, commenting and, you know, encouraging them to share the live and things like that. How long have I been on TT? That's a great question. Now, I think a month. Haven't been a month? I think a month. I feel like I've been on here a month. Yep. So my goal is definitely to get to the 10K, because I want to be monetized. And I understand why they say now, be careful who you're connecting with. Like, I would say connect with other hosts or people who are gonna host, and connect with people. I'm sorry, can you turn it down a little bit, baby? Thank you. I'm sorry. I was like, I was getting distracted in my thoughts a little bit. But yeah, connect with people who are moving with you. The reason why, hi mommy, I see my mama, y'all. Oh, it say invite her. I thought she was in here. My bad. Sometimes my mom be drive by on me in a good way though. Thank you Thank you for your daily heart, me Court. I appreciate you. Yeah, because when you get to 10K, what you don't want is, in my room, I call them weeds. Some people call them rocks, but I call them weeds, okay? Because this is the garden. So, you know, the weeds is the people who not gonna ever share your live. They're not gonna tap the screen. They're not gonna engage. They're just gonna sit there and watch you. They do not properly engage. They don't care about growth. They act like they've never been on TikTok a day in their life. And I'm just saying it to say, because they do exist. You have some people who will be in your room and actually not be there to support you at all, and they don't got nothing to do with gifts. That just means the basics of engaging to help your live actually thrive. When you have people who are like not trying at all, they're not moving at all, it doesn't help you. So when you connected with those people, when you finally do get to 10K, it's not going to benefit you because your videos are not going to move. TikTok rewards viewership. And in the live, it rewards engagement and the time that you actually go live. But on your videos, it's all about how long they watch it all the way through. And it got to be longer than a minute. So you're always going to set it on 10 minutes and let it go to at least 1 minute and 3 seconds to be safe. Hey, Ma. What did I tell you about that name? Yes, Bots. Yes. Thanks for sharing the live, bro. He said, y'all, that's my brother. I gotta. Y'all, that's my bro. That's my blood right there. He is an artist, a singer, a host, an entertainer, incredible entertainer at that. Like I said, a writer, too. My personal comedian. Y'all, grab him up. And say I'm still coming up with a name. Girl, don't take all day now. Don't take all day for that name. Thank you for sharing that live, Loon. Oh, thank you for visiting me again. Like I said, I'm starting to learn, y'all. I'm starting to learn. Some of these people, you know, they come and go. But then you have a community, right? So that's when you start, like I said, familiarizing yourself with the individuals who come into your room. And it's important. When I'm done, like I said, especially by the end of the week, everybody in this room, y'all can be like, dang, I saw her on my videos. I saw her commenting. I saw her sharing. I saw her posting. I saw her saving the things, you know. So the reason why is because I am making lists now. I understand how important it is to build a community, and I understand how important it is to support those individuals who support you. Because when it is time for you to monetize, you do not want a bunch of weeds who are not going to help you grow. Yeah, I'm telling you, I watch this one girl on here all the time. Her name is Diamond. She's a really incredible host. And she says, girl, you're going to be wondering why you're not eating. Wondering why your bones and you all ribbed. And it's the, hey, Al, I said flowers only. We are here to blossom. Absolutely, Jessica. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Loon. Yes, we are here to blossom, okay? And the way you blossom the fastest is with your people. It's by building a community. It's by sharing and giving support back to the individuals who give you support. The people who make it their business to show love to you and they didn't have to. And like nobody owes nobody nothing on this app, okay? So never take nothing for granted on here. The people help you move. The people help you grow. And like I said, the more you understand that, the more you thrive. The more you're gonna thrive. What's the word? Thank you for sharing that live, Jessica. I just want to say, y'all, like, and I haven't penned all night, and I'm sorry for that, but blossom. That's a rose. That's a rose in this garden. Like I said, all the people who've been sharing a live, commenting, royalty, where it says a blessed reality, number 2 in this room. royalty, a rose, a blossom. She's going to bloom on her journey, okay? Not just in this room, but anywhere she goes. When you understand how to be quality, okay? Grab Jessica on the pen, y'all. People that you see moving, move with who moves with you. That is how you grow. Thank you for those roses, Key. Look, a rose for a rose. Thank you, thank you. I love that. I love how, look, I love that. I love to see people engaging with each other, getting to know each other, communicating. I love that. That's literally what this app is about, okay? Look, support make the world go round, especially on TT, okay? Hey, Asia, welcome back. Hi, Cookie Psychology. What inspired the name, Cookie? First of all, I love the name. And I love the fact that psychology is at the end of it. But I want to know what inspired it. I think that's super cute. Yes, I'm going to pin this. This is what I like to see in the room. Communication. Engagement. Getting to know the people that's moving with you. Gourmet cookies based off moods, emotions. Oh, let's need to check it out. We ship, okay. Oh. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Absolutely. 1 second. I got them too. I got them too. It says, yeah, so that way I can shout you out properly. You said gourmet cookies based off moods, emotions. Yeah, I love that. Shameless plug. I appreciate that. That's how you promote yourself. You got to. You're your own business. You're your own brand. Everything you do on here is, look, it's two things. It's supporting this business. It's supporting this business. Everybody on here has the potential to be your business partner. Everybody on here has the potential to help you thrive. It's just about how you make the connection. It's just about how you promote yourself, how you present yourself. We were on Fox 35 Orlando. Absolutely. Congratulations. Says the news clip is online. That's so dope. How long have you been in business, Cookie? And if you don't mind me asking, what inspires you to come up with that name? I love this. Quality. Snatch Cookie up. That's what you're supposed to do when you go in the room. I don't care if it's an engagement. Look, I'm gonna teach you how to read the room, cause somebody taught me how to read the room. Any room you go into, when y'all, whether you a live host or whether you go in any room, thank you Royalty for grabbing your heart me. In any room you go into, you should have 3 categories, right? Your 3 categories, especially in the higher ups where you see like engagement rooms, etc., etc. You're going to have your tappers and your sharers. That is your first column. And it works in battling too. We can get to that later. But right now we're just talking about reading the room in general. Your tappers and your sharers. Those are your quality people who help the room move. Those are your people who help let TT know, like, hey, we like this room. Hey, we believe that this room should be pushed out. So your tappers and your sharers, look for those in any room you go into, okay? Those are your quality people. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you for your daily heart me. And so even with the heart me, y'all should always be grabbing that in any room you go to. I don't care if it's mine, whoever's. Any room you go into, grab your daily heart me's, because that instantly lets TikTok know that you are a real person and you are grabbing your engagement points. It rewards you. Every 3 comments, you get engagement points directly from TT. So let's say you went to a live and you engaged and you comment and you comment and you comment and you comment and you comment, especially like in engagement lives, right? Thank you for sharing that live, Nisha. Thank you. I appreciate you. So that lets TT know that you want your points. It helps the live host and it helps you. It's everything on here is a two-way street. So if you did that and then you posted a video, you're likely to get more views because you were engaging. It don't always have to be your engagement coming from the FYP. Sometimes you can get all your engagement points right in that live that you're in by liking, sharing, etc. So like I said, it helps the host and it helps you, especially if you're making content or you just posted content. So let's say you didn't want to scan the FYP because you're like, oh, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't even feel like it. I don't want to be consuming no more. I just want to go show my people love and that's it. Okay, boom, you could do that. You could post your video, you could go jump in there live, you can comment, do all the things and still get your engagement points. So it works. So thank you for all them shares, Nisha. I appreciate you. I also think they push your posts more after engaging on lives. Yes, they do. That's exactly what I'm saying, Royalty. Yep, you nailed it. That's exactly what I'm saying. They push your posts more after engaging. So everything on this app is on here for a reason, y'all. We are literally incentivized to do the things because they work in our favor. The reason that TT put shares on here in the first place is because you get something from it. The live host gets the viewership, gets pushed out into the FYP. Thank you for those populars. That's another thing. So every time you see somebody pinning themselves with the populars, that helps the live host get pushed out to the FYP. And for the gifting, literally TT is clocking that person's movement. All of our data is recorded in this room. Thank you, Kier. All of our data is recorded, okay, from everything that you do. So just remember, when you moving in the room, it's in your best benefit to not just be a watcher, okay? Never just be a watcher. Like, don't go to nobody's room and just sit there and be like, yep, don't do it because it's not benefiting you. You literally just wasting your time. Yeah, thank you for liking the live, y'all. Thank you. So yeah, this look, anything that y'all want to know that I have learned thus far, I learned a lot in a short time, but anything that I have learned thus far, I would definitely do my best to help y'all. Oh, I want to give away a free tip for everybody that's in here, just because I appreciate I know, wait till I have a mod. Girl, yes, that's what I said. Girl, I was just talking about that earlier. I cannot wait till I have my moderators. Yes, because I be having to stop trying to, get my thoughts out and then pin the thing. So I don't never really have no, I just do what I can when I can, and we just move it like that. Because, yeah, it would be nice to have a mod, though. So I got to talk to some people and make that connection and figure it out. But eventually I will have one. But I do want to run that tip by y'all. It's very important that I don't forget it. And I'm not going to forget it because living here rent free, it's very, it's a good one. 1 second though. Jessica said, oh dang, where did it go? Oh, it's right there, okay. Jessica said, I always try to come in and at least throw a bar full of hearts when I see my people live, at least. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Bare minimum. Tap the screen. Bare minimum. Look, it costs you nothing to tap somebody's live, and we appreciate it. I'm telling you, y'all. In the last week and a half, TT has put gas in my car. It is allowing y'all. In the last week and a half, TT has put gas in my car. It has allowed me to get groceries for my family. I'm telling y'all, like, people on here, especially those, like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Some of us are here because it's our last resort, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not embarrassed to say that I got on TT because I was looking for a way to make some coin. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, it's the reality that I was living, okay? It is the reality that I am living. I am on here because I wanted to help my family, period, point blank, okay? So I treat this as my business, and when you get on here and you doing live hosting, do the same. Give your people quality the same way you want it in your life, okay? Give your people quality. Like, y'all not gonna come in here and I'm, what's up? Like, no, Y'all not gonna get that from me. I'm gonna be right here, direct in the camera, talking to you, speaking to you, letting you know that I am up, I am energetic, and I am here with intention, and I'm being very purposeful, right? Because I want y'all to see my face. I want y'all to know my conviction. I want y'all to hear my voice and get a sense of my identity and my character. And this live is the best way that I can do that. Say, thank you, Kira. I see you just became the number 3 gifter in the room. Thank you very much. Say, how do you get mods? Okay, great question, J9. So your mods, or AKA your moderators. Your moderators are the people that basically regulate your room. So let's say somebody came in here talking off the handle. Your moderators would do the things that you just don't have time to do because your live is moving, especially, you know, as you grow it. And they would go ahead and kick that person out. They would just get them out the way. And the reason why they would do that is because they don't want nothing to stress you out or mess up your flow of your live. They don't want to leave any room for you to get any violations or anything like that. They know that this person has to go and that the things that they are saying in your room could potentially get your live shut down. So your moderator is going to make sure that that doesn't happen. They're going to remove that individual immediately. Your moderator is also going to pin anybody moving in your room. Anytime they see somebody liking the screen, tapping the screen, sharing, gifting, they're going to go ahead and pin all those things. They're going to keep looking for those comments, finding them, and pinning them to the top to let those people know that they are seen, that they are recognized, and that they are appreciated. And so as a small host, like, you know, when I'm talking to everything, sometimes it's hard for me to do that. Like, I be wanting to pin. And honestly, I get so lost in my thoughts and my communication that sometimes I just simply forget. It's not that I don't want to. I do appreciate everything everybody's doing in this room. But sometimes, like I said, I get lost in thought and I just forget to do the things. So a moderator is going to make sure that you don't have to worry about it, and that is being done regardless as to what you are talking about. So that way you get to keep the flow. So that's the goal of your mods, is to help your account run, your live run as smoothly as possible. Thank you for those populars, Key. See, like if I wasn't rambling, I would have been uncaught it. Thank you, Yolanda, for the follow. So yeah, see, I'm just going through it, and I be having to catch up because I be so, you know. So I gotta walk through the building. I'll be back. Okay, for sure. Sorry, I can't walk through my phone. I definitely understand, Jessica. No worries. Okay, question. Being that I'm a musician, would TT be a more useful outlet than Instagram? Absolutely, positively, yes. Absolutely, positively, yes. Because TT does not reward perfection. TT rewards realism and you showing up. So TT rewards the story and connection, and again, being your genuine self. So let's say you have a story to tell. You've been doing music since you were however old. It is, for you, it is plan A, and there is no other plan. This has to work out. Everybody help me get to 100K views on my YouTube. Help me push this video to the world. This is my passion. I've been doing this, you know, for however long, and I started in my basement, but now I'm able to, you know, go to the studio, or I've been doing everything myself and getting it out the mud. This is why y'all should listen to this. It's a million ways to present your story, right? I'm just throwing stuff out there, but TT loves a good story. TT loves emotion. Look, this is the one place internet strangers will cry for you. This is the one place they will do that. This is the one place you could post a GoFundMe of your friend that is struggling, and TT gonna show up with $1 million. This is the one place where you don't have to really fight for attention. This is the one place you can gain it just being yourself. So figure out your brand voice for your music. Figure out what your story is and how you gonna present it, and just push it. Just do you. Like I said, and the people that love you will find you. That's just how TT work. Thank you for sharing a lot, man. And that's dope that you're a musician. I'm actually an artist. My brother was in here earlier. J5, he an artist too. And see, you a musician. So when you say musician, I'm thinking instruments and stuff, right? So you're talented. And we love talent on TT. Okay? Because look, people who can play instruments got more talent in their left thumb than half the internet. Okay? So look, it's your world. I was talking to Fifth earlier. Oh, is this Al? Is this Al? Is this? I didn't peep the name at first. Do I know you, Al? Oh, okay, that's what's up. What's up, Al? Y'all. So this is an incredible musician. It was beside me. I didn't even realize, but yes, Al plays. I don't even remember all of them, but I know the piano for sure. I do believe the drums. He played in the church. He played with some pretty big bands. Al is the truth. I have worked with him side by side. He's a very talented musician. That's definitely somebody I would tap in with. Incredible keyboard player, incredible piano player, incredible drum player. Yeah, and I can't remember the other instruments, but I know he is multifaceted, and I have worked with him personally. Very cool dude. Very cool dude. Hey, thank you, Dre, for that follow. I appreciate you. So, oh yeah, you're very welcome, Al. You're very welcome. Like I said, this is one place that you can shine. You can shine. Thank you, Candace, for the love you. Thank you. Thank you for grabbing your daily heart me, y'all. Y'all know I love them. I love to see them coming. Like I said, those make my heart melt. Love me a daily heart me. I just want to say, for anybody who is looking to be a live host, just do it. Just do it. They say, y'all know that little sound, but what if it works out? But what if it works out? What if it's the best thing that ever happened in your life? It does work out, y'all. I have seen plenty of people on here that I have supported and known for a short amount of time show up for me more than people that I know and see every day in my life. Okay, complete strangers. There and it, like I said, it's not about the money, but you can't help but have gratitude. There was somebody whose room I was in, and I was sharing because I don't mind investing in individuals who can teach me something, right? So there are a few trainers and coaches on here that I have invested in, and look, I was throwing away my money from my family technically, because what money was I making? I'm a stay-at-home mom. But he came in here and he blessed my life. He sent $90 right back. He was like, I sent you in my room. I sent you showing love, and I appreciate you. Came in here and sent $90. So I just want to say to anybody that if you supporting, you don't do it with intention for it to come back. You do it out the kindness of your heart, right? But when it comes back, you just be grateful, just praise God, because when it comes back, it come back more sometimes than what you put out. It came back more than what I put out, y'all. I didn't expect to see him in my room last night, but I did. Or I'm sorry, the other night, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you for Mama Rose's, Candace. Thank you for them gold populars. Thank you. I appreciate those. Like I said, look, when I love to see them coming too. Whenever I see them go populars, I just get so happy. I be like, look, because I know it's late. I know I'm still growing. I know it's not the engagement live that I want it to be today. But I'm like, one day, like I say, just keep showing up. I have seen people grow like shooting up. But this is just a freebie that I want to leave y'all with, because it is 11:30, and I will be getting off in about I'd say about 10 minutes, because I didn't want to push it to 12. Like I said, I want to connect with my man before I lay down, right? So you're welcome, Candace. That's true. Thank you. Thank you. If you are thinking about doing TT Shop and you need some help and you need like direction, right? I want y'all to write down or just remember it. Just remember it. The TikTok Creative Business Center is there for you for a reason, okay? They have an AI on TikTok, their own AI, that is called Symphony Assistant. And I feel like nobody talks about it, but I use it. It's how I created my ad that helped me sell those little teeth whitening things, right? So I went on there and I asked it for some ideas. It told me to do a day in the life to sell it. It gave me the hook. It told me to show not the whole shower scene, but it told me to show myself doing things that I would normally do in a day of the life while the teeth whitening thing did its job. And it told me at the end of doing my day-to-day life to share my results, because when people see you going through your life, you're selling the emotion, right? So yes, y'all, literally Symphony Assistant. TT will give you the hooks and the ads that converts sales specifically tailored to TikTok. So, do with that what you will. Go run it up. They give you pictures and everything. And to take it a step further, go over and grab the specs. Specs on any shop or any, thing you want to sell. They have specs. So those specs, you grab them, the info, the details, copy those, take it over to Symphony and say, hey, this is the name of the product I want to sell. I want conversion. I want viral hooks. And I want it all to fit within the time frame of 30 seconds. Or I give you one better. You can do that exact same thing, take all of that, put it into a Word format, then go to the place where you actually make the video for that product and grab all the things that company wants you to do for that product. Then take that, put that in your Microsoft Word, then copy that in its entirety, copy the whole thing, then take that over to Symphony Assistant and let it know, hey, this is the product that I'm pushing, and this is all the requirements and things that I have to talk about in under 1 minute. Can you help me create a viral ad for it? And it's going to give it to you in under a minute. Look, don't say I didn't never tell you nothing. Don't say I didn't never help you. It's not an app. It's a website. It's called TikTok. It's right in the TikTok Creator Business Center. So that is the side for TikTok ads. That is, also, if you're looking for viral trends, you want to know what sound is on the rise, you want to know what products are about to go viral. So let's say you want to do a TT product and you have a little, money to be able to go and grab some stuff. Go look at the most viral products that are on the rise that's not oversaturated, but they're coming up. That Creative Business Center is there for you to thrive. They want you to use it. TikTok wants you to have the views because they're going to take a cut. TikTok wants you to get money in your lives and grow because they're going to get a cut. They want you to battle because they're going to get a cut. TikTok takes darn near anywhere between 50 and 60% of everything you do on this app. So you're incentivized to win by TikTok. So use those tools to your advantage to win. And so, like I said, it's like, Kai, why aren't you bigger right now? Because I procrastinate, honey. I'm human. Look, I'm a new mommy, okay? My baby is young and keep me very busy. But when I tell y'all that the garden, the rosebuds in here gonna be in their bag by December, because season Q4, holiday season, the way we gonna run it up, y'all, if you're not making you a bag by this December, you can't say it's because I didn't give you the tea, because I'm going to give you the tea. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to capitalize in this coming holiday season, okay? Summer is upon us, and it's not that you can't still win, but you're always supposed to promote the coming season at least a month or a month and a half before that season. The same way you're supposed to buy a plane ticket at least 2 months in advance to get the best price. So it's the same thing. I'm sorry, Candace, does it have to be a business account? So in retrospect, yes, but your TikTok can be a personal account. So the tools that I'm telling you to use, you're basically just signing up with your email, and then that's a business center. Don't make your TikTok account a business account to thrive, okay? You're just literally signing up to the business center, so that way you can get access to the tools for TT business. That's all you want. You just want access to the arena over there. You want to get in there and see those viral hashtags for your category. You want to get in there and see those products that's on the rise before they get too saturated. You want to get in there and use that Symphony Assistant for whatever in your shop affiliate that you want to push, or whatever products you got at home. You want to get in there and ask it for viral hooks and what they would do if they were you to sell that product. That's all you getting, because you want TT to give you that particular advice because they're giving you what they would push. That is the only thing that separates the AI, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, the Claude AI for the copywriting. That's the only thing that separates the Creative Business Center. Is TT is telling you exactly what they want to see. The same way they do in Creator Insights, the same way they do in the shop category. When you go to your showcase and you click on that product, it's going to tell you like, hey, these are the hashtags we want to see. Well, Symphony is going to tell you exactly an entire script, even outside of the one that the company for that product is telling you. And I'm telling you, you can take all of that, put it in a Microsoft file, copy it, and take it over to the TikTok AI and have gold, converting gold. You're gonna ask it for conversions, you're gonna ask it for a viral hook, and you're gonna ask it for it to be all under 60 seconds. Oh yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, like I said, I've been on here since 9 o'clock, y'all. I have had a blast. I thank y'all for all the questions. I'm getting out of here. It's about to be 12 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Like I said, still a fiance at the end of the day, still a mommy at the end of the day. And I got to be up bright and bushy tail when that baby wake up at 7 in the morning. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And like I said, it's going to be a time. Like I said, anything I can teach y'all and share with y'all so we can grow, definitely don't be afraid to ask me questions. You can hit me up outside of this. All my subs can hit me in the Discord, but everybody else, feel free to DM me and I will give you that same love, especially as soon as I can. Okay, so good night, everybody. Good night. Much love. And I'll be tomorrow here at 9 o'clock. I'm about to change my time to go live. I'll be here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, y'all. Much love. Good night, sis. Good night, bro. Good night, J9. Good night, April Divine. Thank you. I know you late to the party, but look, I appreciate you for coming anyway. Thank you, Asia. Thank you, Candace. Like I said, everybody that rocked out with me. Al. I know it was Royalty. My girl T. I know she in bed right now. But yeah, much love, y'all. Good night, everybody. Carmen, catch me tomorrow. Much love.